So last night we studied false breakouts and how to spot them. Tonight, say you spotted the false breakout, you waited your turn, and now the stock has officially broken out. And now you're in it and you're making money. How do I get out and when? That's what we talk about tonight.
Welcome to the aftermarket dream. Welcome to the aftermarket dream. And welcome to the aftermarket party where we hang free.
Welcome to the Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I am Dawn, your host, aka J&J Video Reacts, and this is a stream that's been created for you traders to have a place to come to after the market ends, just to decompress and kind of get your wits about you, figure out some new strategies, or focus on the ones that you already know but just haven't quite perfected yet. And last night, we talked about spotting false breakouts in the market. And tonight we're learning how to spot when to get out. When is enough enough? Don't let greed take over and have you in the trade too long, right? And letting a green trade go red. But before we get into that, don't forget, smash that. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put this link in here right now. Okay, so before we get into it, don't forget to smash the like button, share the content, and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get Coach to 20,000 subscribers, and right now we are sitting at 17,205. Way to go, way to move those chains, way to move the ladder, move the needle. We're moving closer and closer. Now we need to get to that 18K and then 19, and then we'll be there, gang. So if you'd like to join American Dream Trading, all you've got to do is go to none other than americandreamtrading.com, and that will get you a 7-day free trial with our stocks and options premium membership. That comes with a live Zoom call with our coach and the other moderators, which lasts all day long. So from 8:45 to 4 p.m., you can be on that Zoom call. And if you're a VIP member, you can start that call at 4 a.m. in the morning and trade with other millionaires in the group. That's right, millionaires. This group was started by Chad Christian, who's a 33-year stock market vet, and he has literally traded in every market condition imaginable, teaches us how to do the same thing. And yes, he has created over 14 millionaires, with 2 on the cusp, budding, right? So come on over here, learn the right way. All right. He teaches you how to trade and think like a trader, right? James, I hear you, brother. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get you on in here. Oh, let me put my background up. Boom. Boom. What is going on, James?
Miss Dawn?
How you doing?
If I was any better, I'd be Artelin.
Artelin! I used to say Artelin with the pink hand. Oh, man. How'd you do today? Did you trade?
I did. I was green. I was just just mentioning in the chat. I'd have to go back and look. I don't remember how much.
Wow.
That's the point I've got.
You got your 1%, right?
Do what?
You got your over your 1% though, right?
Yeah. I want to say it was like closer to 2.98.
Sweet. Good deal. I didn't do any trading today. I've been observing and watching and studying market structure. That's my thing, right? That's why all these aftermarkets about the false breakouts and when to get out, because I've been studying market structure a lot. So
right.
Yep.
That's funny. That's the point I've gotten at as far as P&L goes. And once I shut it down, I forget.
That's the thing.
The day's
You're
done.
not focused on that. Go ahead. No, I'm saying you're not focused on that. You're focused on the process. I love it. I love it.
Day's done. Next.
Day's green. That's all I'm worried about. That's all I'm concerned with is the day is green. That's it. And that's what we do over here, gang. We focus on process over profits, progress, instead of being greedy, trying to go for money all the time. You can't, especially when you first get into the stock market, believe it or not, you can't focus on profits. You have to focus on the process. So that's what we do. And tonight we're focusing on when the run is over. How are we doing?
Good. Do you need dressing?
Hmm?
Do you need dressing?
That's the Italian and the.
So when the candles get exhausted, or the pattern gets exhausted.
Yes. That is when you are getting your first signs. You know, another thing that I noticed too, when the run tends to be over, and I was talking about this on the Futures Live, there tends to be a gamma candle that is like the last breath of the previous trend. And usually it's a pretty big candle, but it's kind of a clue that the run may be coming to a close, because usually after that, there's some consolidation, right? A couple of dojis, and then it starts to break to the other side, right? So that's what we're going to talk about tonight on the aftermarket. All right, so slide number 1. The last time we talked, which was yesterday, we talked about spotting false breakouts. Tonight, knowing when the real run ends.
The problem, you catch a runner, it's going up, but you don't know when to exit. Sound familiar?
It definitely does to me. Definitely does to me. I would say hi to everybody in the chat, but Jen's confiscated my phone. She's making a grocery order, so I can't see anybody. Hi, everybody.
I know there's different, multiple different aspects of that, but personally, I've kind of gotten to where I like David's method. Of course, I am much smaller, and I've been playing IWM, but I'll buy 4 contracts, and you get that pop and sell and sell and sell and sell, and then let that last one go, move the stop up, and if it runs all day, great. If it pulls back and stops it out, I don't care. But I've already collected so much profit on the first 3 in that 1 or 2 gamma candles that whatever that last one does, don't care.
Is that working out pretty good for you?
2.98%.
Nice. You can't beat that, man.
Yeah,
you cannot beat that.
And that's total account.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's sweet.
I haven't even looked at what the percentage was for that trade. I never really think about it.
Yeah.
I just focus on what my total account is and getting that 1 to 3% and compounding it.
Sweet. So you're buying in batches, like batches of 4?
No. I just buy 4, period.
Oh, 4, and then you shed one. I got you.
Right. So,
cool.
and I started out with 2, and I would sell one in the first, gamma candle when you get a pop.
Yeah.
And let the other one ride. And it was, 50-50. You'd end up giving some of the profit back if it pulled back and hit the stop.
Mm-hmm.
Then I did 3, and I'm working my way up. And now I'm up to 4. So, and then first gamma candle, and if it happened to get a second or even a third, 1, 2, 3, sell.
Mm-hmm.
Move the stop on that last one, and
there you go. That's how you do it. Tonight we're probably going to talk about a slightly different method, but that is another way to do it. There's more than one way to what, right?
Definitely.
So, that is good, James. Proud of you, brother. Way to go. But David is also a really, really good teacher, and I know F2 is over there. He's killing it. And a lot of people are over there really learning a lot from David. So, way to go. We got Maria up in the house tonight. Hey, Miss Lady.
What's
Maria.
up? How y'all
Hey,
doing?
girl. What's going on? How are you?
I got my jacket on,
Oh,
prepared to be outside.
all right, right there, the camera. No,
Is
not
Avoid
the
these
mouth.
children.
it real cold out there?
No, it's really not, but I'm a wuss. So,
Is that Bubba? Hey, Bubba.
Yep, he was
hey,
working.
Bubba.
They were getting ready to go to the store or something, but he wasn't going to leave till he got to sit down and say hi.
He's got to
Sweet.
say bye to daddy.
And now he,
Yeah.
no, he quite literally, hey, you want to go to the store and get a Pepsi? No. You want to ride with Mama and go wash the car? No. You gonna stay here and say hi to Miss Dawn? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So he just wanted to sit here and tell you hi, and now
Oh,
he's gone.
he's a sweetheart. Bubba is my baby. I'm gonna steal him from you, James. Don't let me make it to Texas. Don't let us make it to Texas. We gotta make room for Bubba.
Don't tempt James with a night out.
It threatened me with a good time.
Right. I always tell people, I'm like, yeah, you'll take them and you'll bring them back. I promise.
To
Oh
hell with
my
a
God.
night out, Maria. I'll take a night's sleep.
Right? I heard that.
So what you think about the topic tonight, Maria? We're talking yesterday was false breakouts. Tonight it is when
Right.
is the run over?
I like it.
Sweet, sweet.
I think it depends on what the run is or what your trade is, right? Whether you're scalping or playing an EWO or swing trading or what
Yeah.
that's it. The criteria is different, right? For
For each trade.
determining, right?
Yep. So the problem.
Yes, Oracle. Yes.
Wait, I can't see the chat. Right?
Oracle said, "Remember, Dawn, things you say on live air can be considered contractual."
Huh? Can be considered contractual. What? I didn't say nothing.
Said you was coming to get that boy.
I didn't say nothing. Oh. Well, I don't mind that contract. Because I was serious about that. Bubba can hang out with us at the beach. Bring him on over here.
Oh, don't say the B word. Don't.
Oh, he loves the
say,
beach.
we
You've
don't say
seen
the
him
B
playing
word
in
to
the
beach.
waves. Lord have mercy.
Oh man, it's a little cold down there right now, but
He don't care. This boy at 5 years old jumped in the middle of a swimming pool in January.
Ooh,
18 degrees outside, and he jumped right off in it.
Damn.
Swam his happy little butt to the edge and come out blue and shivering, but wanted to go back in.
What?
Yes.
Wow. Let me find out he's into the ice bath, which is good for you, by the way. Man. Bubba the ice swimmer.
Back to the task at hand.
Back to the task at hand. Bubba the ice swimmer. Did we read the problem?
We did.
Okay. Moving right along. Maria, you gonna help us read tonight? Did she dip off?
Oh, the puppy. No, she's still here. She's playing with the puppy.
Look, DOG's gonna read, okay? I'm a very good reader. He's so crazy. Yeah, the pain. You're up big. Then give it all back. You hold too long, hoping for more. Green turns to red. You exit at the worst time.
Yeah. Okay. For sure. Grapes and blueberries.
Okay.
Been there, done all of that. All of them. Check,
Nice.
check. I got the t-shirt that says don't do that again.
They made one
And then I got the shirt that said don't really for reals, don't do it again.
Oh man. So yeah, you're in big and
You're up big. You're not in big, but you're up big, right?
And you're up, right? But
Right.
the bottom line is stop letting green trades go red. You know, we do that enough in this group, and it's about time we kind of curb that, right? Start noticing when those signals are telling us to get out. You know?
So yeah, like in the pre-market, that's the 5 to 7 candle rule for me, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I don't care if it goes 10. I mean, I followed the rule and got the heck out the way.
Yeah.
EWOs are a little more tricky because
You're supposed to stay in them.
Yeah.
That's the
Supposed to.
strategy.
Yeah.
Well, and see, I use the regression channel on TradingView indicators a lot, along
Right.
with the 5 to 7 candle rule and the L2 in the pre-market. And Orclo says my biggest issue at first was the panic sell. So
Which I get, especially if you've been burned a couple times by your own self.
yeah,
Yeah, you will tend to get out and leave a lot of profit on the table.
Well,
Get
and
out.
sometimes you get in and you're immediately red and panic sell, but that like sometimes that's to be expected, right? And so
Yeah.
and you're out and now it took off and you're like, oh, cool.
Well,
All
see,
right.
and that's where you start learning how to wait for pullbacks, just like we do in the morning, right? Wait for
Right,
the
but that
pullback.
doesn't mean you still won't be red for a little bit, right? Like,
Well, yeah, you got to wait.
right.
you got to
Doesn't
let it
mean
work.
Yep.
right.
Got to play the waiting
Yep.
game.
Yep.
But that's where your trading plan comes into effect. So whatever stock you're watching, even if it's in the pre-market, you can chart it out and know to yourself and stick to it that if it breaks below this amount or this percentage against me, I'm out. Once I'm out, I'll reevaluate, look for another entry. I did that this morning. My first 2 trades,
Yep.
I got distracted, but my first 2 trades were red. They went against me. But once reevaluated, got back in, and I ended my day up 2.9%, 2.98%. So
Sweet. You can't beat that.
That's great. Yeah, um the pre-market it can be a serious challenge if you're not like dialed into your line in the sand, right? Because or if you're wishy-washy or not like disciplined enough to be for real about it. Can
or well,
definitely
the 21 has moved, so it's a little bit closer. I'll give it to the
right.
21.
Oh, there's that level down there on the L2. I can just wait. No, dog.
Yeah.
That level might not be there by the time it gets there. You know what I mean? So, not that that's ever happened to me. Ever.
You're not
No,
talking from experience. No.
no, I did not. Bayside, no, I did not. I said panic. Nice try though. I know y'all can't read the chat.
Depends on what you've got in the pantry, though. Because, I mean, if you got little Debbie's and, I don't want none of your recycled stuff. I learned that yesterday. None of that. Nope. I do
Wow.
appreciate that you at least put it through a coffee filter, but ew.
Well, my friends were cheap, okay, and half of them didn't even have a job, but they sure didn't mind coming over and drinking all my beer.
Do they ever?
So Hope says, I don't even know where they go now in the last 2 days. Up, down, side, up, down, down. Yeah. So if I won't trade it if it doesn't have news, I will not. And like,
Really?
yeah, with Cap F, I think was the ticker this morning. Sorry
Yeah.
if my dogs are being loud. But their news was that they had started phase 3. So that was essentially phase 2 news, right? And
Right.
so that gave me pause. I was like, no, I'm not. What is it doing though? I did see it was kind of having a little pop in the aftermarket, but anyway, a little bit. But I was like, no, that's not enough news to let this ride. It had already popped, right? Pulled back, then tried again, didn't make a higher high, and that's my sign that we're just not going further. Doesn't mean you can't make money on the way up to it, but you really have to be disciplined, right?
Right.
You do. So the truth, knowing when to exit is harder than knowing when to knowing when to enter. Let's fix that. All right, warning sign number 1, volume dies. I'll go ahead and read this again since that one was so short. Warning dies. The move was strong with high volume. Now volume is dropping. Run is losing steam. That's your first clue that the run is dying, right?
Well, and I'll tell you, coaches' indicators that have the volume for buying and selling are huge for this because it you still may have the same number of volume, but to know how many buyers versus sellers and which one is winning the candle battle is I I don't know, James, you nodded your head like you agreed, but it makes a big difference.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it
most
does.
definitely. The ones that get me that I still are still kind of tricky to spot, even on the indicators, are the ones that where volumes it jumps 200,000 in one candle, and then the next one it just stops. It's like volume just vanished. When
And that's
when
when you get
it's
that pop and drop.
when it when it slowly dies off, it's a little easier to see. It's when they just like everybody just stops that like is that what am I looking at?
Yeah, I think I can't remember which one. This was again the pre-market, but I had called it out and then I typed in immediately after, never mind. And then it popped. Like, it had gone down lower than where it was when it popped. You know what I mean? And so I was like, that's dead. And then it went up. And anyway, that was crazy. It's hard to know what they're going to do,
I know. So that is warning
which is
sign
why
number
you got to exit.
Get out of Dodge.
Warning sign number 2: momentum slows. Candles getting smaller, price moving slower, momentum is fading. So it's almost like we've been trained to know what these are going to say before you pop them out there. That just
So would this be lower highs and higher lows?
that could be
Or lower
Could
lows.
be.
I'm sorry.
low,
Lower
yeah,
lows and lower highs. Would this be that or no?
or
That would
just consolidation.
or it's just consolidate. I was about to say that the
Okay.
candles get
Okay.
smaller,
Right.
no activity on the L2 whatsoever.
I
You
got you.
know, yeah, and obviously lower highs.
Warning sign number 3. First red candle. After a string of green, the first strong red candle appears. Pay attention.
Okay, so I was talking about this over in futures. I noticed this happening a lot now that I'm just sitting here, just straight staring at these charts, looking for these signs, right? And every time IWM had a downtrend today, it had this huge gamma candle to the downside. Then it would consolidate a little bit, and then it did a run, right? And it happened 2 or 3 times, the same exact way each time. And I thought, you know what? Wow, this is a warning sign. This is something I've heard other people mention it. I've heard another moderator mention it before. And I think he said it was like the stock taking its last dying breath before changing direction, right? And I thought, wow, I never noticed just how much that actually happens as a phenomenon. So it's something to look for. Have you
So
guys noticed that?
Hope says, sure, this happens, but one red doesn't mean exit. Yeah, it's just pay attention, right? Like Palm has said many times on even a scalp that one red candle doesn't scare him out, but it is pay attention,
Well,
right?
well, what are we calling it here? A warning sign, right?
Right.
We're
Yeah.
not telling you to get out. We're saying these are
It's
warning
just it's
signs.
the yellow light, right? Like if we think
Right.
about red light, green light, yellow light.
Right. Yep.
So, yep. Caution, caution.
Warning sign number 4, lower high. You were just talking about that, Maria. Price makes new high that can't hold and can't hold it. Makes a lower high showing signs of weakness, pretty much, right? So lower highs are also warning signs that, hey, this thing's dying off. It might be time for me to think about my exit strategy. It might be time for me to shed, right?
Right. And if you're out of it all the way, like Marcus said, I'm not getting back in it until it breaks the high. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like he won't get out of it until it breaks, yeah, the high or where he previously got out. Like
Yeah.
it's got to break that level for so that he knows that it can go higher.
So
And
he reevaluates and looks for another entry.
right, but he's not looking for one in the weeds typically. He's waiting to see that it's actually going to push higher a lot of times.
Yeah.
Um Well, maybe that's historical. I'm not sure, but
Well, I guess it could be, but if it breaks and holds the 9 and has strength to the upside, that's all he's
right,
looking for.
right. But he's going to be cautious at the last high it made, right? So if it
Yeah.
makes a lower high, it's definitely losing momentum for show.
Warning sign number 5, break of support. Price was holding a level. Now it breaks below it. Run might be done.
For
Right?
show. For show.
We've seen it happen 100 times.
You're trying to make a little rhyme there? Come on, Claude.
You see that, right? Claw's a rapper.
You were supposed to beatbox that, James. I don't understand. What happened?
Yeah, no. My beatboxing days went out with the Beastie Boys.
Oh, okay.
That's my boys. I love me some beasties.
I do like the Beastie Boys. Warning sign number 6. Time of day. Big runs often end at 11:30 a.m., 2 p.m., or 3:30 p.m. Watch the clock. I'm not sure I completely agree with this, but okay.
I think
Well,
it
I mean,
also depends on the stock too, because different stocks have different times that they do different
They
things.
do have rhythms, that's for sure.
right.
But I would say that I don't
Well,
know. All right, I'm not gonna say nothing. How about that?
there there are certain times of the day we know that there is an influx of volume.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was gonna
So,
say. Yeah. I would have given it 10 a.m., right? For
right.
one.
11
Um 11,
ending.
not 11:30. But
Right.
11:30 is a crucial time and I'm not taking that away from that at all. And then I would have said that
2.
120, okay, maybe 120 to 2 would be a run. I don't know. The 20s seem to be important for some reason and that's all I can say on that.
Yeah, but and I noticed IWM in particular, like between 2 and 2:30. Well, let's put it this way: between 1:30 and 2:30, it tends to do something different. It tends to maybe even out and get on a nice
Right.
little run. So yeah, different stocks.
But as soon as you put your head on a time and you are like, oh, yeah, this is this and this is this, they change it. They
Oh,
don't
they'll switch it
want
up.
us to know. So just know that we don't know.
I
Right?
remember one time Bruno, right? He said he was trading AMD real heavy. And he, gave us all a little clue, a little hint that, hey, you might want to check it out at around 10 o'clock. Check it out at the open and check out what happens at 10 o'clock. Well, 3 out of days out of the week, 10 o'clock, it would drop in the open, and 10 o'clock, sure as day, it would start rising and climbing and climbing and climbing. Well, day 4, it did the exact opposite. It shot up just when you got used to that happening. It shot up and then it dropped. So,
That's what I'm saying. They don't want
yeah.
us to know, right? So, like, as soon as you think you can actually put a clock on the market, you're wrong. But I
Yeah, if you
mean,
think you're predicting something.
yeah, you can watch patterns, you can watch candles, you can watch, all of the things that we're taught, but actually timing the market, I don't know. I'm gonna have to say nah.
Yeah.
Well,
What do
Working
you
chart
think,
of course.
James?
Apple had a tendency, for a while to pop up
At the
right at
open,
the
yep.
open, and then in a couple of candles.
Yeah. Yep. The reversal pattern. Strong green candles slow down. Volume drops off. First red candle appears. Price can't make new high. That's your exit signal. So all of that compiled together would be your exit signal, right? So we're just trying to make you aware of some things to look for, gang. The big candle right before the move, the dying off of the volume. Volume is huge, right? Volume is huge. You lose the volume and you can be for sure the run is about to end.
Don't wait for perfection. Exit when you see 2 warning signs. Don't wait for all of them.
That's huge. It's like the 6-star trade, right? We're talking about the 6-star exit over here.
Right.
You don't need 6 stars to get out of a trade. You get 2 of them. That should be warning signs enough that, hey, this thing may be coming to an end. For me, one of the biggest ones is consolidation. How about y'all?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Well, it depends
consolidation, and then when it's like, I think IWM this afternoon at some point was like going over the 9 and 21 and over the 9 and 21. It was not holding. You know what I mean? And when it's like zigzagging over any of our indicators, VWAP especially, then I don't want any part of that.
Nope.
You get seasick.
You're not wrong. That's a great way to put it. It's like, although you could channel trade it, you know,
Yep.
that's a thing. But
Yeah.
You could.
Well, I would say that would depend too on what type of trade. You know, are you trading shares?
Right.
Within
That's
your
true.
risk management, or are you trading options?
Yeah.
Because options, you know, data could kill you.
Well, if you're in puts, you're still making money going sideways, but
Right.
but yeah, it just depends on the time of day, days to expiration, shares, you're right. And then how green you already are. And have you already shed? Is this just your one runner? Like, what are you willing to do here?
Right.
So the 80% rule. If the stock gave you 80% of what you wanted, take it. Don't be greedy.
Amen.
That's nice. That's nice. And I bet a lot of people don't have an 80% rule, but you might want to install one in your trading plan, right? If you get 80% of what you were looking to get, go ahead and take your green or shed.
Partial
Well, and
profit strategy. Go ahead. Sorry,
I don't
James.
know if it's 80%. I still haven't really done the math to calculate it. But I'm still, like I said the other day, I know what number I'm looking for to get my 1 to 3% from where I started rebuilding my account. So anything over that amount,
gravy.
It just
Right.
bonus.
Yep.
But I have found, like looking at it today, looking back at it, that dollar amount is nowhere near 1%
No.
anymore. So
no, because your account has grown.
I'm going to have to recalculate that.
Right. But you don't need to. No, but you really don't need to. I mean, you should recalculate your 1%, but just keep doing what you're freaking doing. What you're doing's working, right?
Right. Well, no,
and you're making.
I need to recalculate it for loss.
Good point.
So I don't go over my 1%.
Do you though? No, I'm kidding. Because you're not going to do that.
Loss.
How many days green are you right now, James?
Oh, God, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah, you had a lot the last time I heard it. I was curious.
Well, the last red day I had was actually I switched to Weeble's Premium. So I, paid the $40 for the annual.
Oh, that's where they messed you up.
Yeah.
Okay, because I remember you saying it didn't make any sense.
Yeah. Because I was green for the day, but they took because I set it up instead of having to have my credit card and all that tied to it, they'll let you just take it out of your cash account.
Yep.
Right.
So that's what I set it up to do. The problem was they took the payment out. It was a little bit more than what I had in profit. So I
Right.
ended up just like,
I remember that.
It was like 0.02 or something. You were
yeah,
not happy though.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I think you can just not count that. Okay.
yeah.
So then what would that give you?
Gonna make me go look.
Yeah, I'm at 48 right now.
Yeah,
Nice.
I don't think I'm that high.
Well,
Woo!
some
Way to
days
go,
are
baby girl.
not very high, James. Like, but green is green, right?
Yeah, green is green. It don't matter.
And then some days are great, but
Maria, you're only a couple days shy of 2 months. That's good.
well, and I don't trade every day, so that comes into play.
Mhm.
But
I've got 16 days.
Sweet.
okay,
So a
okay,
little over 2 weeks. Way to go, man.
that's awesome.
That is extremely awesome.
All right, partial profits strategy. Sell half at the first warning sign. That sounds familiar. Lock in some profit. Let the rest ride with a tight stop. Best of both worlds. Well, we're not gonna let the rest ride, okay?
No.
Because we're gonna do 20, 20, 10 after our first 50. But yeah, I totally except for in the pre-market, I have a hard time with the 50, 20, 20, 10. I remember Bucko taught me 90, 10, and I really like that strategy.
Look, Eric Smoto does that, right? I heard
Oh,
him
with
say that before.
Oh, really? With contracts and stuff? Okay. Yeah, Bucko does it. I don't know that he does it with any other, just in the pre-market. But the
Mhm.
90-10, I was like, okay, actually that works way better for me. I'm way more profitable. But
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I had 16 days, not included the little Weeble snafu. I had 16 days green. The red day that I had was some shares that I held overnight.
Oh.
So
naughty, naughty.
they were
Yeah.
shares, not contracts, shares.
It don't matter.
Well, it
Getting out overnight.
could have been a longer term play. But anyway, not going to go there with all that. Before that was 25 days.
Nice.
Okay, then we're just gonna add those together.
Yeah, add them together.
Make
What's
it
that? 41?
39. You good? You good? Wait, 39? No,
41.
31. 31. Right?
31, yeah. Yep.
No, hold on. What was the
No,
math again?
41. Yeah.
41.
25 and 16, that's 41.
Yeah, 41.
41.
Okay. Sheesh.
All right, Teach.
I do math so much all day with Richard. Can you find the mean? Can you put it here? What's the standard? Dude, I just love, James, that you are experiencing what it's like to have the screen when Bruno and and Richard are directing you on what to do. Because, oh my God, I'm like, just take control.
Why
First
do
of all,
you
Bruno,
think
just take
I'm not on
control.
there? Dude,
No.
why do you think I'm not on there? I'm like, take it. And I try to get Richard to do it. That's why I don't, girl.
But
Actually,
Palm is one of the worst because, like, Palm is like, even when Palm does the numbers in the pre-market, like for the trading ideas, he is snap foo. Like, at least Bruno knows to like repeat it, once,
Right.
twice, and then, but y'all, I have to tell you a confession. Every time he says Mara, I say it with him identical every single morning. And my husband was like, "You really know he's gonna say that?" I'm like, "He does every day. It's so funny." Anyway, but yeah, it's so hard, right? But I have learned so much from having to do what they tell me to do. So anyway, double-edged sword.
yeah, that's
is.
actually why
It
I
is.
don't mind so much. Is I
You learn in the
learn
process.
and figure out, okay, where is he going with this? What are they wanting? What are they looking for?
Right.
And
Right. What
the,
should
the
we be
quicker I can
seeing?
find it,
Right.
I feel like the more I get inside their head.
Yeah. No, I agree with you
One thing,
100%.
it teaches me the screen too. So it teaches me where things are, because that's one of the things I struggle with. So if I can, they direct me, like Richard was directing me where the options were that morning.
Why
And
are
now
you
I know
letting
how to go
Richard
pull them up.
direct you? Oh god. Okay.
Don't be the blind leading the blind, Maria. Don't do it.
Oof.
Don't do
No, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, then my husband is behind me vacuuming, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is helpful, babe.
it.
Thanks, babe. But I told James, I was like, you don't tell anyone in my home to stop cleaning. Like nobody, like that's just not like if somebody's cleaning, you let them clean. I don't care what you're doing. It's gonna be better than what we had. You know what I mean? Like it's all good. And so
Right.
I strict rule. Carry on. All right. Anyway.
The trailing stop. As price moves up, move your stop up. When it hits your stop, the run is over. So this is good because it keeps the emotions out of it. If you're using your trailing stop, if you're using any type of stop whatsoever, it takes the emotions out. Let the stop work, people. Don't move it.
I
Right?
moved a
It's a
stop
trailing stop.
today. I moved.
Bad
I moved
girl.
a stop today. I know. I was
Give me that
really
hand. Give
disappointed
me that.
with
Give me that
myself.
hand. Give me that hand.
Yeah. Okay. I was very disappointed with myself. I'm not gonna lie, but I did.
Confessions of a Traitor. It's all
You
good. It's
move,
not like
move it up too soon or move it down to give it more room?
I moved it down to give it more room, James.
Oh,
yeah.
I got a new pair of boots too.
I was green.
No.
I was already green. Okay, and it made sense in my head. I definitely justified it all type of ways, and it did work. It was I'd moved. I had it below the 9 and I moved it below the 21, which is really where it should have been anyway. But then it pulled like, and I was like, oh, wait, I'm still at the 9. And it was my last runner. I was green, but still, you shouldn't touch it. If you make a decision, you stand by it. And I was, yeah, and I did. Yep.
Well, it's kind of like the discussion Bruno and I had this morning, that talking about when to add in or DCA,
Yeah.
even when it's slightly against you,
I was
and
trying
when
to
not to.
really weigh in on that this morning, but I was like, it's so hard, right? Because
Yeah,
I can rationalize all the reasons that we should do this, but again, there's these rules.
right.
Sheesh.
Well, and something else about the stops that I struggled with for a long time, and I don't know why it never clicked, but one day it did. These stops are not there to manage your trade.
No.
Right,
The stop is there to protect you from a knife drop.
Right.
right. I love the way Ange says it. She says, I'm going to exit the trade on my own terms, but this is here to protect me.
Right.
Like,
Right.
it's not here to, this is not going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, I will exit way before this stop is hit. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Well, and
And
the aggravation of and figuring out that a stop loss is, as soon as it is triggered, it doesn't fill at the price you put it at. It switches it to a market order. So 90% of the time, if your stop loss gets hit, you're getting a crap fill. You're cutting yourself out of any kind of profit, or just increasing your losses by letting it get to your stop.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if you haven't moved it up to collect some
Right.
profits. So that is true.
never hold and hope. When warning signs flash, exit. Don't hope it comes back. It usually doesn't. That is true.
That is so true. No hopium, people. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself.
STC, Christina, are you calling out stocks? Or is that an acronym for something else?
She's probably calling out stock. The mindset shift. It's better to exit too early with profit than too late with a loss. That's why I always say it's like people say I exited too early, I exited too early, especially if they have one contract or just a few. Listen, if you take profit, you're never making a mistake with that. Yes, could you have probably gotten more money? Yeah. Do we have strategies that teach you how to hold? Yeah. But at the end of the day, if you took it and you're green, that's all you need to worry about.
Yep. Well, and that's where you journal it and break it down on how you could do better next time.
That's it.
But
You
don't
know.
be upset about taking a green trade.
Mm-mm. And that's all the more reason to make sure you're buying a stock or in options that you can afford to buy multiple contracts because you're supposed to be shedding, right? And that way you can get multiples, right? You can get the run. But like, James is figuring out, it behooves you to go ahead and take some profit. I know
What
David's
winners
proud of you.
do? They watch for warning signs, they take profits when ahead, they don't get greedy, they protect their gains.
4 rules to live by.
Your turn. Have you held too long and given back profits? What did you learn? Let's share. Sharing is caring.
Yeah. Well, and even Hope says, I lost money on stop loss. I was up 50 to 60 profit, and it was like $100 loss. Yeah, and that's what happens. I've seen that happen. I have been in a TSLL trade and had my stop loss. I moved my stop loss up following it, and it pulled back. And these are in contracts, but literally a 27-cent difference from my stop loss to where it filled. Just insane.
I like that, Oraclo. He said it's never about what you left on the table, it's about what you deposited. Hallelujah. And Christina
It's
said,
about
yeah,
what
he's
you
the
put on
same.
your table, right? You
That's
left that
it.
on somebody else's table, but you're bringing this home to your table. So just let it rock. You know what I
That's
mean?
it. Love it.
Um,
Yeah, Bayside said that the trailing stop rule isn't correct. Depends on how tight your stop is, and pullbacks are part of the run. Which, well, I think the difference in that is Weeble. We don't have trailing stops on contracts. I forget what Bayside trades on if he has Weeble or not. It did that the trailing stop one, Don, did kind of throw me off because that's the first thing I thought of was setting a trailing stop where it followed it on its own.
Yeah.
But that's not what it was referencing. You were talking about manually moving your stop, right? Okay.
Yeah.
and
Just
then we got
think
Joe
about
Crow that says, I tend to get in and out within a 1 minute candle because I make money and I don't let the trend run. So Palm says you have to let the candle close. So Joe Crow, I would encourage you, and that is tough. But to let the candle close and then watch where the next candle starts to form. Because if it's on the shoulder, then we can keep going. If it's halfway on that candle, we're out of here. Just depending on where. But Palm, even when scalping, says you have to let the candle close unless it breaks the 21, right? Isn't that what he says?
it
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
So
And Bayside Jim was talking about Weeble futures. Y'all, you have trailing stops in futures?
Yes.
Huh, nice.
yep.
But
I
yeah,
haven't used them. I don't get it.
Hope says I definitely think stop loss got much wider. Fills in limit sell. That's because a stop loss, like I said, it as soon as it's triggered, it's automatically switched to a market order, not a limit sell. So it's whatever it gets picked up at, that's the price you get.
Yeah, so at worst case scenario, well, I have my turbo trader set for to do it, but I have been able to in order entry on my positions, you can click on it, and when you go to close position, it'll say limit order. That's way better than the market
Yeah.
order. But
Stop
you do
limit.
have to cancel your stop first, right? Because it won't do it.
Well, and there is a stop limit too. The trouble with that is if nobody picks it up at that price,
Then you're
Right.
screwed. You're screwed.
Yep.
it
It's
could
got to be that
automatically drop
price.
past it, blow
Yep.
right by your stop, and you're stuck catching the knife.
Mhm.
Because
Yep.
then it gets worse. You have to cancel that stop and do a market sell.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, what's happening with your
Okay.
profit while that's going on?
So Ken T asked for elaboration. So when you enter a trade, you wait till the candle closes before getting out, unless it crosses the 21. That is Palm's rule. Even if it's a 2-minute candle and you're in an EWO, but even if it's a 1-minute candle and you're in a scalp, he says let the candle close unless it breaks the 21. That's his rule, right? I'm not making that up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tomorrow's
okay.
challenge. Tomorrow's challenge. Next runner, watch for 2 warning signs tomorrow, right? Exit when you see them. Protect your profit. This is a good way. Take a couple, and if you don't remember them, it's all you gotta do is watch it back. But take 2 of those warning signs, make them your own, and learn how to wean yourself out of that trade. You know what I mean? So,
Wait, hold on. I do remember the question you're supposed to ask yourself, though, Kenty. So when the candle is like 10 seconds to closing or whatever, you're supposed to ask, do I still want to be in this trade?
mm-hmm.
And then you make your decision at the close of the candle. And you'd be surprised how often that candle changes because you're like, I don't want to be in the trade. I don't want to be in the trade. And then there's like 20 seconds left, and you're like, I love this trade. Oh my gosh. Best trade ever.
So glad I still have it.
Especially if it's and it turns out to be a really, really big gamma candle and you're still in like, oh
Right. Oh, right. But yeah, he's really big on the candle closing. I mean, before you decide. And then the question is, do I still want to be in this trade?
Want to be in the
Which is
trade.
actually what we're going to talk about in the gold breakout on Thursday is it's going to be whys. And so one of the whys is, why is this a good trade? And then, so that's before you take it. Why should I take this trade? And then while you're in it, why is this a good trade? And then afterwards, why was this a good trade? And so there's some other questions to go with it, but I liked it a lot. I was reading a book this weekend, and he was asking CEOs like, why are you doing that? Why does that make sense to you? And
Mhm.
and so anyway,
Nice. That sounds like a good one.
right.
Remember this: bulls make money, bears make money.
Pigs get slaughtered.
Ouch!
I
Exit
like
when the
bacon.
signs say so. Get out of there. Don't hold on. If it's going against you, get out. And thank you, Maria, for coming and hanging out.
Well, it's been a while. I'm sorry. Life's been
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, I
But
get
my
it.
football season's over.
How they do?
We lost by 1 point.
Ouch. Oh, that's
Rat
worse.
I'd
bastards.
rather lose by like 40. Okay. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
dude. Then one.
And on our home field.
Ooh.
Oh.
And the referees, I swear, our home field were like jinxed for our referees hating us or something. I don't know. But it should never. Okay. So this is the other thing.
Why is it always that
The game should never come down to the referees, right?
Yeah, for
They
sure.
should never be able to make or break you because you should be playing so strong that the referees don't make a difference. But when you have a little bit of weakness and you need them to be on your side and they're just not, like, come on,
Mm-hmm.
1 point, 1 point. And you couldn't call pass interference on the 10-yard line for us? Okay, cool.
You sound like me when I was watching football. I have not watched
You,
in so long.
you know what I'm going to ask you, right, Maria?
What's up? What's up?
Because you're one of the ones, you and Miss Dawn that have influenced the whole mindset thing for me a lot. Uh, why is it when the game's going against you, it's the ref's fault?
Right. No, no, no. That's why I said it should never come down to the
It
refs.
should
Like,
don't give them the
Right.
power.
no, that should never happen. But in the instance when we're not playing our best game, right? And like and there was clearly a call that we could have still messed it up and not won the game. You know what I'm saying? Like but you could have at least made that call. It was
Well,
even in the
why?
paper about
Well,
how
why
that
not
call
challenge it?
was
Why
so
not
bad.
challenge it? They couldn't
You
challenge it.
can't in high school. No, there's no replay.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with you,
Like,
James.
I mean, you hear the same things though from pee wee to professional. Oh, the refs have just got it out for them.
No, I
So
we won all of our home games, even though despite the refs. You know what I'm saying? And prior to Friday, and I'm not blaming it on the refs. I'm
Don't
saying
start a pot, James.
no. He's
God
fine.
damn
well,
it.
No,
You
no, no.
son of a
He's
damn
fine
pot.
because
I'm
you know
serious.
what, Dawn? You know what? This applies to trading, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can be not on our best game either, right? And then our stop gets hit, and now it's a market sell, and so it's worse, and blah blah blah. Blah. It should have never been up to that, right? Like,
Right,
and
right.
that's the same thing. The market makers and the whatever are the referees. And so you got to be better than them. You've got to play stronger so that they can't hurt you. And
Right.
that didn't happen Friday night. And that's okay. My son actually came home and was like, I feel like we played we could have played better. We definitely missed our kicker, poor kicker. Anyway, but poor guy.
Laces out.
Definitely missed
Laces
a
out.
field goal. Definitely missed a field goal and
Woo.
2 extra points. So there's 5 points for you that, we didn't capitalize on. So like I said, it should have never come down to the refs, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't need the refs to call a perfect game if we're on our game. But if we have, we're at home.
What
God.
was the name of the kicker? Something is Icorn.
But
Oh my
same thing
God.
in trading, though, James. You're exactly right. We have to be on top of our game, and if we're not, we need to know that we're not and walk away, right?
Yeah.
And not be taken advantage of or not allow situations to go a different way. So, but
Absolutely.
anyway, football season's over.
Aw. It'll be back.
I know, and then it's his senior year. Oh my God! Don't talk to me about that yet. Not ready.
Oh man, they grow up so fast.
All right. Sheesh.
Mm-mm.
Well,
it's
I
good
love y'all.
you don't
Love you
have
too,
girls
baby.
in cheer or drill teams or
That's
anything like
David's
that.
Oh
turn.
'Cause
no.
that never
James,
stops.
my daughter was a cheerleader, and I was always like, "Hey, coach, I'm gonna need for you to tie this bow because I don't do bows. Like I don't know how to bow. Okay, and I sure don't know how to like multicolor ribbon bow and like make them all extravagant. I don't do stuff like that. So I'm gonna need for y'all to work that out.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a brush if you want to brush her hair because she don't like that either. She has so many girls.
NT got it.
Finkel is
Finkel. Finkel is Icorn.
Einhorn is Finkel.
Ihorn is Finkel. Oh my God. And then he was in the shower and man,
I
y'all
don't
gonna
know
make me
this
pull out
movie. What movie are we speaking of?
Ace Ventura.
I was gonna give her a hint.
Okay, I'm just so bad at this.
Yes.
This is not my My husband will be like, babe. I'm like, whatever.
That's all
One and
right, Maria.
two.
I get that all the time. Well, my wife. No, we're talking about Porky's the other day. She says, "What is that? Do they have good
Porky's the
food?"
movie?
I said, "The movie Porky's." Never seen it.
Oh my God.
I can't remember what movie it was. My husband was like, you've never seen that? He hasn't made me watch it. I think he forgot. But
Porky's kind of reminds me of American Graffiti, like the
Yeah,
80s version.
yeah.
yep, I'm lost on all of these. Anyway,
She's never seen Dazed and Confused.
I have. I have
I
seen that
haven't
one.
seen Dazed and Confused.
What? You would
Yeah.
love that movie. That's where Coach gets the all right, or Mark gets the all right, all right, all right from
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Did I see that? I don't know, but I'll figure it out. I
Low
have to.
rider. Gotta low. That's in that song, in that movie. All that.
Every time I hear
Wow.
that, I think about Gone in
So
Six.
I want to know about these dumpsters we were talking about on the Futures Live today. About
Oh,
Christina's dumpsters.
she
In the
just went
Futures
home.
Live today.
She went home.
To the dumpster.
Uh-huh. And got a couple things. She had to go there for something else and ended up stopping off, Yes, we're talking about you at the dumpster.
But on Futures Live though, on the okay. But now we doing
Well,
it again.
did you
So you
watch
know what?
Futures Live? Did you watch Future? I mean, come on. What else was there to talk about? The market was shit. We had to talk about something.
You could talk about old stuff. You could bring up charts from this morning.
We talked about the live. We talked about Christina's dumpster. Okay, that was more interesting at the time.
Actually, Hope brings up a point.
What?
We should make an ADT must-watch list for the movies. We kind of do.
I like that.
It's the weekend homework.
Yeah.
Right, but they're not all compiled. There's
Right.
no like homework channel
There's no
where it's all
list.
compiled.
Yeah.
How
yeah.
would you know
Or
what all the homework have been?
Somebody
Right.
who's really good with spreadsheets or slides
That would be
or
Arlo.
something like that.
And Christina.
F you, James, if you're referring to me.
He is referring
You
to
can screw me.
I'm trying to say Maria and I'm saying Christina.
Yeah.
Dawn, you're the one with Claude and all these wonderful presentations every day.
Yeah, maybe Claude could scan the ADT Discord and pull up all the homeworks. Because do you know how many posts there would be to go through to find the homework that we've ever
and here's
done?
the thing, it'd be cool to have a list. Coach had a list. That's what he was
Dawn,
pulling homework off
I
of.
implore you. Okay, well,
I
ask
do
Coach for
enough.
his list.
I do enough.
Ask him for his list.
Well, you can ask him. You
Okay.
know how to talk to him.
You're right. James, put it in the mod lounge.
I ain't putting my name
Why
on
can't
it.
you put it in the My Lounge? Why are you?
If neither one of y'all are gonna do it, what makes you think I want to step in front of that bus? I don't understand.
Look,
No, thank you.
I'm trying to figure out how to
I'm
ask
a
him
pass.
for some AI money. Because
Now,
you
see,
know,
I nose goes.
you what?
I nose goes.
What's that?
But around here, whenever there's something like that needs to be done, whoever the last one to touch their nose, they're the ones that does it.
My husband
Nose
does the
go-
same thing all the time, and you ain't got your
goes.
finger on your nose like we do. So Dawn goes.
Nose goes. Too late.
I didn't see it.
No
And I know
way.
Bruno's about to say
No
it.
way. All right. I love y'all. Good night. It was
Love
good
you
to
too,
see
baby
you.
girl. You too. Thank you for coming on. Don't be a stranger. Now the football season's over.
I won't.
Okay. All right, y'all. I re-recorded the rules, so we're gonna.
Oh
go
wait,
ahead
you
and
know what? Hope should
What?
ask. Hope should post in the Traders Lounge for Coach's list.
Because she started it. Go ahead, Hope.
He
It's on
is
you.
he. Hope
It's
is
a
Peter.
he.
Yeah,
Oh,
Hope is Peter. But
okay.
yeah. So if he
Thank
could
you.
just post, ask Coach the question, Peter, and then I'll put it on a screen, a list. You get the list though, okay?
Yeah, we need a homework channel.
I'm trying to think where we could put it. We could put it under Beyond the Charts,
Beyond the
and then
Chart.
we could put it within maybe the Funhouse.
I was thinking
It could
Funhouse.
fit there, and you could just pin it, and then it would always be up at the top.
Mhm.
Actually, was Coach still working on the ADT TV? I
haven't
think
heard him
that was a
mention
different
that in a
thing.
while.
I don't
wasn't it?
think that has anything to do with the movies, the Homework Channel.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
No, different thing. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't where we're gonna all sit down and watch TV together, James. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yo,
We can do
okay.
that in a different way, but okay. He said he's gonna ask. He's decided. I love you, Peter, and I'm so glad you spoke up today, Peter. And I hope it was helpful. I had to cut out at the end, but we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Okay. All right. Love y'all.
Sweet. Peace and blessings, y'all. We're gonna end with Coach's rules. James, have a good night, sweetheart.
You too. Bye, Maria.
Bye, Maria. And bye, girl. Bye.
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.
I was stuck in the cycle, just spinning my wheels, chasing time, losing sleep, forgetting how to feel. Dreams collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, till I found a spark, a way to realign. Not just numbers, charts, or lines on a screen. It was a mirror that showed who I could be. American dream training, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. Used to think I missed my chance, too late to change, but you showed me growth lies outside the cage. Now I'm building something real, not just getting by. Flipping setbacks into fuel, reaching for the sky. You said mindset first, and now I see. Success starts with who you believe you can be. American dream trading, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I could rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. It's not about luck, it's learning to lead, turning every loss into a seed. Now I grow with every rise and fall, standing tall, no dreams too small. American dream being traded, you show me the way, turn my dark into pride. Thanks to the dream